Well, I'm just doing a little bit of work here during the week. Last video ended with me getting ready to put the heads on, but I found out I had the wrong head gaskets because this is a Ford Performance Boss 302 block, and the gaskets that I had didn't come all the way to the bottom, and they kind of came about there to these holes. So the correct gaskets came in the mail today from Ford Racing. These came as a pair. They are the correct ones, so I'm going to do a couple things. I'm going to get the front cover put on, oil pump, oil pan, and then put the heads on and do the valves. One thing I do really like is I got replacement locating dowels for the heads. These are the old ones that came out. I thought I had lost one, but I guess I had them all here. But I got these from Trick Flow. And this is a really nice piece. They fit really nice in the head and the block. And I already measured to make sure that they're not going to be too long, and they're not. I mean, it doesn't really make too much of a difference. These just help when you put the head on to locate it on the block properly. And once it's torqued, these don't do anything. They're just sitting there. It's a very, very nice piece. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I'm gonna get the front cover cleaned up. We're gonna torque the cam bolt, put the front cover on, balancer, oil pan. Making good progress so far. I got the oil pump in. We got, let's see, got the oil pump drive rod that runs up and will connect to the distributor on the other end. I got the front cover on. I got all the surfaces cleaned for the oil pan, which is going on next. Over here I'm going to try with the one-piece oil pan gasket. Hopefully that'll seal up with no leaks. But what I'm going to do is in the corners here, where the main cam meets the block, I'm going to put some black RTV there. Put some black RTV where the front cover meets, and some RTV in the corner here. And the same on the other side. So hopefully I don't have any leaks. So it's kind of nice to see it go together, but I double checked all my work on the bottom end here, because I'm not going to see this again, hopefully. Everything's good, all the bolts are tight, everything's torqued properly. So I think we can go ahead and seal this up. Progress is going good. You see we got the oil pan on. Motor's flipped back over. All the deck surfaces are clean. Got the front cover on, harmonic balancer on. So now the heads go on since I got the right gaskets. So my heads are all clean, those are ready to go. Over here, I got all my head bolts. I got ARP thread sealer. Those are for the bolts that go, these bolts, some of the head bolts actually go into the water jacket, so you gotta seal them, otherwise you get a coolant leak. And then ARP grease that goes on the bottom side of the bolt before you install it to get accurate torque readings. So I'm going to go ahead and get the heads installed, and this is going to start looking a lot like an engine again. Kind of exciting. Starting to look like an engine now. Head install went perfect. I didn't film it, and I didn't want to stop and take any video during it, because once I started the process of torquing the bolts, I didn't want to stop and possibly miss one, get one out of order. Now I'm going to drop all the lifters in, set the valves. I'm going to do it based on a video I saw online. Right now it's set at number 1 on compression. So I'll set number 1, turn it 9 degrees, and do 3 and right down the line. This is a good place to stop for tonight. It's actually looking like an engine now. The head's torqued on. We got all my lifters in. The little spider to hold them down. Push rods, rockers, everything is adjusted. So I followed the advice of a nice YouTube video I watched. I got on top dead center, number 1, firing. And the firing order is 13726548. So you're going to set your valve adjustment on cylinder number 1, which on a Ford is you just tighten out this nut here until the push rod stops spinning, and then another like 3/4 of a turn, and that's where you leave it. So do number 1, then you take balancer, rotate the engine 90 degrees, and do 3, and it's 90 degrees, then 7, then 2, 6, 5, 4, 8, right? Because every 90 degrees it's going to fire. So I did number 1. I just did them in the firing order. That seemed like the easiest way to me to make sense. I know the book I have tells you that when you set the balancer top dead center, you can do specific valves on each head, then you turn it 180 degrees, you just do that, which I suppose that works too. But this just makes a lot of sense, and it's pretty simple. You don't have to think about which valve you're adjusting. Whatever cylinder's firing, that's the one you're adjusting. So, next comes the intake, which I'll probably do tomorrow. I don't think I'm going to film that. Put the intake on, valve covers. I mean, that's pretty simple stuff. And then it's going in the car, which is exciting.